Hey everybody, this is a autumn wind playoff broadcast between the Shreveport Steamer and the Grand Rapids Rampage. This is a quarterfinal game, divisional playoffs, and I had to join in late as I had to drop my son off at his college class. And it looks like Shreveport has grabbed an early 3-0 lead, and they've had the ball. They got the ball back, so they're playing fast and furious. I can increase the speed here a little bit since we're watching this after the fact. We got a 4th and 1. Shreveport's going for it. They go to a full house formation. Grand Rapids was a 4-3. We got a curl to Alshon Jeffrey. Guess right, as Dave is not fooled by the formation nor the situation. He calls pass and it's incomplete. So that'll give the Grand Rapids the ball back. We got a short gain here on a crossing pattern to John Brown and his band of renown. Real quick, let me pull up the league file. I can pause it since this is not live action. It's recorded earlier. This is like during family dinner time and stuff. So I set it up to do a silent recording. Let's open up the autumn wind season regular season file. The Grand Rapids were the number 2 seed in the NFC. 2016 autumn wind. So they were in the NFC. The Cowboys were 15 and 1. They were the number 1 seed. The Grand Rapids Rampage were the number 2 seed at 14 and 2. So the only 2 games they lost this year, one was to Dallas, and the other one was to Michigan. A little, there between Michigan and Grand Rapids. So let's take a look at this game. Like I said, I joined it late, missed the first couple of possessions, and we're now nearing the end of the first quarter. So this is a monster team that the Rampage have put together. They had a plus 234 point differential. They have Tyrod Taylor. They've got Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart ran for 1,600 yards. He has a really good card. Taylor can end run. He ran for 648 yards by himself. He can end run and must run. And then Mike Gillisley is a sneaky little card. He's hurt by the dampener a little bit, but still, he'll be even better next year. So that's the Rampage. On top of that, I believe they're excellent. Let's look at their notebook. Yeah, they're excellent on the defensive cards. While Shreveport were no slouch themselves at 13 and 3, their point differential was a little bit less impressive than Grand Rapids. Instead of 230, they were 170 points to the positive. But look at their team. They were average on defense. Their strength, I think, is in their offensive production. Despite the name, Brandon Whedon actually has a good card. Giovanni Bernard and Lamar Miller is a nice 1-2 punch. And then they got a really nice Gary Barnidge card, Premier Alshon Jeffrey. Bernard can catch the ball out of the backfield, and Ruben Randall has a sneaky good card in this set. So let's go back to the action. Again, Grand Rapids has the ball inside Shreveport territory. Off tackle run left to Jonathan Stewart. Offensive onside guard +5 or 0 on that 1st and 10. It goes nowhere. 2nd and 10. Taylor in the pistol. Jonathan Stewart and John Kuhn, the fullback, in the backfield. Bomb to John Brown, single covered, guarded by a 4, and nobody in the zone, but incomplete on Taylor's card. The free safety was double teaming Mike Evans. So Taylor's weapons: John Brown, Mike Evans, Jordan Matthews, and Julius Thomas. Those are 3 really good receivers and a decent tight end. 3-3-5 showing blitz for the Steamer against a 3-wide set for the Rampage. Fasano in the backfield, doubling Fasano, but it's a curl to Mike Evans, single covered, 4-man in zone, covered by a 5. There is no dump off in autumn wind this year, so there won't be a dump off here. So it goes on his card for +15. Sometimes that dump off takes away the defensive card. You have a bomb, and you know that guy's got a lot of long gains. Off tackle right to Stewart, picks up 10 on a pass call. 1st and goal to 10. Suddenly, the Rampage are on the move. Off tackle left to Stewart, guessed wrong. Offensive onside guard pushes it up 5, so it'll be 2nd and goal at the 5. 13:48 to go in the half. Rampage trailing by a field goal. Crossing pattern to John Brown. 4-minute zone. Guessed wrong. Goes on the D card for +12, and that's a touchdown. The Grand Rapids Rampage. Vegas had them as a +3 favorite. They take the early lead, their first lead of the game, and the Shreveport will try to bounce back. 13:12 to go in the second quarter. Base formation against the 4-3, curl to Alshon Jeffrey. Guessed right, but look at Jeffrey's card. You know, he's maxed out short with some good yardage there. Lamar Miller's still in the backfield. He's one of those receivers that can go deep. Pitch out left to Miller, hits his +29. Guessed wrong, and that takes it into Rampage territory. Lamar Miller is a chunky back. He's got the big numbers on the edges, and he hits them. Square out left to Alshon Jeffrey, picks up 7, guessed wrong. So the Rampage are a little bit off balance. Even with that excellent defense, you need to make some good calls. That was one of them. Pitch out left to Lamar Miller, stuffed, no gain. Remember that this +29, guessed wrong. That would have been a touchdown if he had guessed pass. 3rd and 3. Bernard in the game. Off tackle right to Bernard. Guessed wrong, but it was the offensive onside in +4 or -1, and Gary Barnage could not make the block. And the field goal is missed. Cairo Santos. My, oh my. That wasn't a difficult field goal, but he's only 2 through 8, 11 and 12 in that range, and it hit 9 or 10. So it misses, and it hit 9. So we have an off tackle to Stewart. Guessed wrong, picks up 4. The momentum shifting towards the Rampage now. 9:18 to go in the half. Quick slant to Julius Thomas. Guessed wrong, but there's a 6-rated linebacker there. But it's on the quarterback card. Short gain, +14. That would have been a short gain, right or wrong, I believe. So 1st and 10 near midfield. Off tackle left to Stewart. +5, guessed right. We're seeing Dave predominantly play the pistol on almost every play. Halfback, blocking back in the pistol. 4-3, square out left for Mike Evans. Guessed right, picks up 6 and another first down. Just one more first down, and he'll be in field goal territory. So we're seeing base 4-3 defense against the pistol, blocking back halfback. Quick slant to Mike Thomas, guessed right. Receiver reading incomplete. 2nd and 10 now at the Shreveport 41. A touchdown here puts the Rampage firmly in control. End run left to Taylor, but they call run, but it doesn't matter. It's an end run on the defensive card. Snake Eyes, defensive end, +11 or +47, and Jared Audrick trips him up as he was going past him. He would have taken that to the house, but that 4 against the white die 4 makes the play. Off tackle left to Stewart again. Yeah, you know, when you're in the pistol, you can run off tackle or linebacker with Taylor as a quarterback. Offensive onside guard makes a block. Bomb to John Brown, guessed wrong. 0-minute zone, I believe, but it was incomplete on the quarterback's card. 3rd and 5. That could have been a pivotal play. Rampage go 3 wide. 3-3-5 for the Steamer. Off tackle draw left to Stewart. There's no containment in effect. Defensive end -1 or +5, and he gets the +5. Audrick can't make the play this time. It's not quite as consequential as the last play, but it does give the Rampage a new set of downs. Curl to Mike Evans, a run call, +11. The Rampage are knocking on the door. 1st and goal at the 9. Grand Rapids leads 7-3. Pistol formation, Jonathan Stewart. He's being keyed, and he's taken down for a 1-yard loss. That takes it back to the 10, though. You almost wish it would have been 0 yards game, because then you can't throw flat. Now that's opened up again for the Rampage. 2nd and goal at the 10. It's a slant, though. He's not looking flat pass. He wants to get in the end zone. 4-minute zone, guessed right. 16% chance of a sack. If we miss a sack, it'll be on Taylor's card. Must run, +23, touchdown. And the Rampage go up 14-3. 3:36 to go in the half. Kick returns out to the 30. That won't dampen the spirits of Rick. He'll fight right back. quick pass to Gary Barnage, picks up 7. That'll make it 2nd and 3. 2:42 to go till the half. The Steamer would like to get some points here to soften the blow, get him into a single score deficit before halftime. Plus 7 on an off tackle for Bernard. That gives them a first down, 1st and 10 at the 44. Pitch out left to Gio Bernard, picks up 15 on a short gain. That is a powerful card. Bernard can, when he hits on his card, guess wrong, it's got a good chance to get you a new set of downs, and that it does. 2-minute warning here. 1st and 10 at Grand Rapids 41-yard line. 1 first down away from field goal range. Pitch out right to Lamar Miller, defensive end, -3 or +2, but Calais Campbell's out there. He is no Jared Odrick. He's a 6, which means he makes all those challenges. 2nd and 13. Pitch out left to Bernard. This time it doesn't go on the defender's card. It goes on Bernard's card. That picks up 5. That makes it 3rd down and 8 at the Grand Rapids 39. One more really need to pick up here. Button hook to Lamar Miller. Interception split incomplete. 4th and 8. No man's land. I bet Rick goes for it here. No, he punts it. 47 yards down to the 2-yard line and into the end zone. It bounces. Rick's not taking any chances. Doesn't want to give a short field to Tyrod Taylor. 1st and 10 at the 20. Watch, be smart for Grand Rapids just to run here. Don't take any chances. End run left to Taylor. That's a good play. Guessed wrong. Picks up 18. Very nice call. 1st and 10 Grand Rapids at their own 38. They take a timeout, 1:22 to go in the half. They can get a field goal here and go up 2 touchdowns. That would be huge. They're about 3 first downs away from that. Square out right to Mike Evans on a run call. Short gain, +16. Now they're 2 first downs away from field goal range. 150 got out of bounds too. Didn't have to waste a timeout. Time is not a factor here. Plenty of time for the Rampage. Off tackle left to Stewart. Guessed wrong. 0-minute zone. Short gain. Well, forget about 3 first downs. If you get 15+ yards each play, you'd only need 2 first downs. Not only that, but they got it, and there's still 1:07 left. Off tackle left to Stewart. Down to the 23. The Rampage are rolling. They'll go hurry up here. 52 seconds to go, I bet. Nope. They call a timeout. 1 minute to go. Staying in the pistol. Stewart's only problem is he can't really do an end run, but Taylor can. It's guessed right that time, though, and it goes nowhere because it's on the D card. 52 seconds left in the half. 3rd and 3. Blocking back, halfback in the pistol. Off tackle left to Stewart. Can't make the play as the defensive end. Odrick again. Man, it's Odrick's day. He stops him. Would have been a first down 2/3 of the time. Here's the field goal. It's up and good. And with 37 seconds to go in the half, it's 17-3 Rampage. Wait a minute, we got a long gain on the kickoff return. Oh, my stars and garters. 59-yard return by Alshon Jeffries on a squib kick. Are you kidding me? I bet you anything on a deep kick, there's no way it's going out that far. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me just see something for a second. Big play there. Let's pause it. That was to the number 2 kick returner. Who is the Shreveport Steamers' number 2 kick returner? Kickoff returner number 2 is Andre Roberts. So that would have been a 22-yard return. And let's check out the kicker for, why in the world was that a long gain? let's check out it has to do with the chart, but let's look at the Rampages. Where's my Rampagers? Steamer's here, Rampage is here. Team notebook. So if it would have been a normal kickoff, it would have been down to the 3-yard line. It would have been returned 22 yards. It would have been 1st and 10 at the 25. I still don't get why it was a long gain. Squib return, squib kickoff 4. Squib return random, it was a 2. Oh, it was a long gain. And this is just a long gain chart. That was 59 yards. So 2 on Lucky Whitehead. Maybe it was a good thing. Let's look at that again. I'm sorry, I'm taking the time. I just want to understand this. But the Steamer on Snake Eyes for their kick returner is a touchdown. So that would have been a touchdown. So don't feel bad, Dave. If you would have just kicked off normal, it would have gone to the 3-yard line and been returned for a touchdown by Andre Roberts 5/6 of the time, unless it was that one roll that it turns into a long gain. And if it turned into a long gain, it would have turned into this. So you're pretty much in the same boat. You'd have been a little, maybe 26 yards away. So anyway, short gain there on 1st and 10. Wow, needed that play, Rick says. And he did. Takes a timeout here as it goes down to the 1. So the best thing I guess the only thing you could have done is done an onside kick, but you can't really do that with that much time left, 37 seconds. So it's a touchdown as Gary Barnage catches a pass from Brandon Whedon, and then a squib kick by Shreveport gets the ball out to the 40. So there we go, folks. That was a big swing there. Grand Rapids got a field goal to go up 2 touchdowns, and right away, a kick return all the way down to the 13-yard line, and 2 plays later, it goes into the end zone. Rhino Man says, that is BS. How come they're smoking on my squib return? How come there is a long gain on my squib return? Coaching, says Rick. No, I just looked at it. It would have been Snake Eyes touchdown by Lucky Whitehead. Because you squibbed it, that touchdown turned into a long gain. So you're actually better off doing what you did. So we have a little stuck action here. I was away from the computer having dinner with the family, but when I noticed it, I came back and connected it again. So we're going to miss a couple plays here in the second half, just like we did in the first half. I wasn't sure. They weren't connecting. Fast forwarded. So here we go. 2nd and 10. So I missed one play. First down play, we had a kickoff. The first down play goes for 0 yards. Second down play goes for a short gain on a flat pass. Pitch out right to Lamar Miller. So Shreveport down 7, gets the ball first. And here they come against the excellent defense of the Rampage. Pitch out left to Gio Bernard, +8. That makes it 3rd and 5. 3 wide for the Steamer. 3-5 for the Rampage. Remember, Rampage have excellent defense. You're going to throw into 4-man in zone is going to be really difficult to complete, but he goes to a flat pass. It goes on the quarterback's guard. Brandon Whedon. Let's take a look at that. I know these interruptions are a little bit irritating, but let's look at the reports. The league leaders. Is that right? Was Brandon Whedon the league leader in quarterback rating? Could be. Let's take a look at this report. We led the league in completions. He did lead the league in quarterback rating. Look at that. That's some good coaching there by Rick. Whedon, 99.2. Better than Tyrod Taylor. Better than Tom Brady. Better than Russell Wilson. better than Joe Flacco. So that's some pretty good coaching. Brandon Weeden and Kirk Cousins were the top two in quarterback rating, but Weeden, 99.2 by a wide margin. He threw 39 touchdown passes and threw for nearly 4,000 yards. So well done to Mr. Weeden. So here we go. Button hook to Lamar Miller, guessed right, picks up 8. That'll be 2nd and 2. So Shreveport can tie it up here. They need to keep on grinding that ball out and keep landing on their own card. You want to stay away from the excellent card. 8-yard gain to Lamar Miller makes it first, or 6-yard gain, excuse me. Remember, it is excellent run D. 6-yard gain takes it to the 29. Quick pass out left, Gary Barnage, correctly double team, good call. Picks up only a yard, 2nd and 9. At the Grand Rapids 28. Pitch out left to Lamar Miller. Defensive end -2 or +12. And you think that most of the time Chandler Jones's 5 rating, or at least 2/3 of the time, is going to make the play, but it's a white die 6. And Rhino with a BS call. He's losing his cool a little bit. 7-yard gain on an 8 roll. Hey, that's, you know what? That's strat. You have 2/3 of a chance of making the play. That means there's 1/3 that you don't make the play. Got to live with that. Blocking back +4 or -2 loses 2 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 5. Put containment back in effect. 17-10 Rampage lead. Lamar Miller in the backfield. Square out right to Alshon Jeffrey. Picks up 7. Look at that Brandon Weeden card. Losing 2 yards actually might have helped him there. He didn't have to throw short. 1st and goal at the 4. Makes it tougher to pound it in when you have going against excellent defense, but he's going to try it. Offensive onside in +1 or -3. Loses 3 yards back to the 7. 2nd and goal to 7. See, your defensive cards are working for you, Dave. Just, the 6s make the play every time. The 5s make them 2 out of 3 times. And there is nothing but 5s and 6s for the Rampage on defense. Pitch out right to Gio Bernard. Touchdown. 8 roll +7. Even the excellent defensive cards can't make every play. And that ties the game. 8 yards deep in the end zone. So suddenly it goes from 17-3 to 17-17 in a matter of a few drives. 6:54 to go in the quarter. Guessed wrong, short pass +14 as Tyrod Taylor hits John Brown in his band of renown. Still in the pistol, crossing pattern to Brown again, being double covered this time. Split. It was an interception split on the D card, 2 through 6 and 12. Remember, Rick has the average defensive card with more 4s than anything else. Fly to Mike Evans, covered by a 5, 0 minute zone, incomplete. Oh, that's a bad miss. The Rampage would have loved to hit a long game there. 3rd and 10. 5:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. We got Taylor with Fasano next to him. Could have been a big play there, but Rick avoided the bullet. 3-3-5 showing blitz. Will he bring the house? Will he bring the free safety? Will he double? The cat and mouse game, that's what makes Strat-O-Matic fun. Crossing pattern to Jordan Matthews. Single covered, I believe. And there is a free safety blitz coming. It's not going to be a sack, but it is going to be incomplete. 15-yard punt return by Kalen Clay. And it's 1st and 10 Shreveport now. They've had good success moving the ball in their last drive. Let's see if they can keep it going. Pitch out left to Lamar Miller. Again, the defensive end, Chandler Jones, is called on. This time he makes the play, only gives up a yard. Remember, 2/3 of the time he's going to make that play. 1/3 he's not. Pitch out right to Lamar Miller. +5. That'll make it 3rd and 4, as it was on the offensive card. Remember, Weeden's a really good flat passer. It's a button hook to Lamar Miller, but guess what? There was 2 men in the zone, and that's incomplete. That'll make the Steamer punt and the Rampage take over on their own 12. Tight game, 17-17, third quarter. Quick outright to Julius Thomas against the pass call. Guessed right. Incomplete receiver reading. So Taylor not getting much help tonight from his receivers. We've seen a couple of receiver misses so far. 11-21 for 111 yards. Off tackle left to Stewart. The dreaded the bailout 10 rolls, like what I call it. If you're against a 4-3 defense, a flat pass without the white die 6 or a run off tackle or linebacker, the 10 will bail you out more often than not. 3rd and 9 now. 3-3 wide against the 3-3-5. Not showing blitz. That probably means he's going to double team. He does. He double teams Julius Thomas and Fasano. It is to Fasano, incomplete. It would have been incomplete no matter who it was to, with 4 men in zone. 4th and 9, and now the Rampage will punt. And that's not a good punt. That's going to flip the field for the Steamer. They're going to take over at 32. 1:48 to go in the third quarter. Things are hotting up here for the Steamer. Curl to Alshon Jeffrey, must run for +6. That'll be 2nd and 4. Look at that must run card by Brandon Weeden. Brandon Weeden, from 2 through 11, he gets at least 4 yards. That's not bad. 2nd and 4. Now we see why Weeden's maybe an early favorite for MVP. Off tackle right to Lamar Miller. Don't get carried away now. It is Brandon Weeden, right? Well, hey guys, top of the league in quarterback rating. 3rd and 5. Steamer at the Rampage 27. We got 2 teams here that don't have the S at the end of their nickname. It's not the Steamers. It's not the Rampagers or the Rampages. It's the Steamer against the Rampage. Ooh. And the Steamer with a chance to take the lead. Cairo Santos misses his 2nd field goal of the day on 2 through 8, 11 and 12. Down, says Rick. Off tackle left to Stewart. It's going to pick up 8, make it 2nd and 2 at the 41 as the Rampage look to reestablish their dominance and get back on top. Off tackle left to Stewart against the run call, bailout 10. It does pick up a yard, though, thanks to the blocking back run blocking rating of John Kuhn and his 6 run block rating. That's going to make the play every time. 3rd and 1 out at their own 42. Quick pass, quick into John Kuhn. Kuhn. Oh, it's a pick. Kuhn was hearing everybody chanting his name, and there was a 2-3 chance of an interception. And not only, it was a looking pass. Not only was it an interception, but it was returned for a touchdown. And where you have those extra touchdown chances on 9 and 4, it was just a looking pass. So he had to hit one of the edges. Let's see what it was. Interception return die was a 12. So it hit that touchdown, auto touchdown on 12. Off tackle left to Stewart, picks up 17 yards. Now the Rampage are back trailing for the first time since the 2nd quarter. Quick out right to Julius Thomas. Defender -2 or +4. Merriweather makes a play, and that's a 2-yard loss. Remember, this is the excellent defense that has now given up that lead, and average is doing the job. 2nd and 12, we had a defensive tackle +2 or +6, and there we go. Sharif Floyd in his 4 rating makes a play again. So the 4s have it. 3rd and 10, Fasano in the backfield. 11:24 to go in the game. Big 3rd down here. Rampage need to convert. Curl to Mike Evans, being double covered by a linebacker, but it doesn't matter on the quarterback's card. Double covering against a guy like Tyrod Taylor and is important because he has all those must runs, and those go away on the double team. Maybe Strat will do something about that in the future, but the must run quarterbacks are hurt when you get correctly double teamed. Button hook to Lamar Miller. After the punt, they start from their own 17. 2nd and 10 now after the incompletion. The Steamer need to take this down, eat up some clock, maybe get a field goal, make it a 2-score game. That's what they need to do. 4-3 defense against the blocking back halfback. Curl dash on Jeffrey, guessed right. It's a must run to Wheaton. There is that guy again, must running for 8 yards. That's some good running there. That's some Russell Wilson-esque. 3rd and 2. Off tackle right to Gio. That goes for 6 against the excellent run defensive cards. If you roll an 8, that's, you're going to get some yards, even on the excellent cards. 1st and 10 at the 31. Screen right to Lamar Miller. Goes for +9. 2nd and 1. So Wheaton can dink it and dunk it with the best of them, and he's moving the chains, picking up first down, 16 to 24, only 90 yards and a touchdown with no picks. Kawan Short with a 33% chance of a sack, and it does come through. 2nd and 1 turns into 3rd and 5. And that's an incomplete pass as Wheaton looked for Wallace on a flat pass. So with 8:06 to go, the Rampage get their stop they needed. They're going to punt the ball here. 48-yard punt. -0 yards on the return as Bobby Rainey can't go anywhere. 7:48 to go in the game. Rampage trail, but they have the ball. They're going to have to go 84 yards, though. End run left to Taylor. Guessed right. No yards. So you have to watch out for it. You can't just call pass all the time because Stewart and Taylor can take it down the field themselves in a hurry. Curl to Mike Evans, single covered as the linebacker and free safety were double covering. Elsewhere, it's a must run. This time it goes for 0 yards. Look at Tyrod Taylor's must run card. He's got some big numbers there, 2 through 6, and then it tapers down. 3rd and 10. Grand Rapids stuck at their own 16. Curl to Mike Evans against the pass call. 26% chance of a sack as Audrick comes up again, and down goes Taylor. Jared Audrick is having himself a career game tonight, folks. He stopped a touchdown when his 4 rating tripped up Tyrod Taylor on an end run. He's made a couple other stops, and now he gets a huge sack. That's going to give the ball back to the Steamer. Pitch out right to Lamar Miller. Offensive onside in +8 or +3. That's going to pick up only 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 near midfield. 5:42 to go in the game. Tick, 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 tick. The time is running out on the Rampage. Pitch out left to Lamar Miller. Short gain, +15. And now you see why Whedon's been so effective. He has a killer 1-2 punch between Lamar Miller and Giovanni Bernard. Here's a button hook to Miller. That's going to pick up 7 on Whedon's card. Now we're in field goal range, 4:30 to go in the game. Hits to Alshon Jeffrey. Wide die 6 makes that an 8-yard gain. Now we're at the 22. Under 4 minutes, 3:54 to go in the game. Steamer looking to, oh, wait a minute. They're not looking to get a field goal. They're looking to punch this in as they go to a screen right to Lamar Miller against a run call, and it's a wide die 6, 30-yard gain. Make that a 22-yard touchdown. And folks, it is a 2-touchdown game. The number 2 seeded Grand Rapids Rampage are on the brink of elimination. 3:18 to go in the game, 4th quarter. It's do or die time now for Grand Rapids. They stay with their blocking back halfback formation with Taylor in the pistol. Got a 10-yard connection from Taylor to Julius Thomas. 1st and 10 near midfield. That was a good kick return there by the Rampage. Curl to Mike Evans being double covered by Thomas Davis. 5% chance of a sack, no sack, but correct double team on the quarterback's card, and that's incomplete. 31-17, 2:24 to go, 2nd and 10. Mike Evans, John Brown, Jordan Matthews. Time to rise up, folks. It's a crossing pattern to John Brown, single covered, no sack, 13 yards. There's a good play. Now his receivers are helping him out. 2:06 to go. Got to get in that end zone, 40 yards to go. Get in the end zone, recover the onside kick, give yourself a chance. Bomb to Jordan Matthews, single cover for Oh, just misses the receiver reading. Would have been down to the 13. Instead, it's 2nd and 10, 2 minutes to go. Steamer switched to a 3-2-6. Looking to cover, make sure they have 2 men in the deep zone. Crossing pattern to John Brown, being double covered by the linebacker. 40% chance of a sack by Audric. Is he going to do it again? No, he just misses. But he pressures Taylor enough that he throws it incomplete. 3rd and 10. Three, 2, 6, showing blitz. Quick out right to Julius Thomas. There's a linebacker there. It's going to be guessed right, but it hits a short gain. What a throw and what a play by the athletic tight end, Julius Thomas. 1st and 10 Steamer. 1st and 10 Rampage at the Steamer 24. This is not over yet, folks. 1:45 to go in the game. Off tackle left to Stewart. White die 1 is in effect, but it doesn't matter. It goes on the D card. It was a 9 roll, which would have been an interception split on a short pass. Instead, it goes for 2 yards, and the Rampage have to use one of their last 2 timeouts. 1 timeout remaining, 1:37 to go. 2nd and 8, 3 wide formation with Stewart back there instead of Fasano. I'm sorry, as Rick brings in a pass rusher there, curl to Mike Evans. Guessed right, and it's a 15-yard completion. That's going to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now we need to switch files here, folks, because we had a lockup and they couldn't continue due to a corrupt save file. But luckily we have part 2 ready to go. So let's continue the broadcast. So 1st and goal at the 7. Taylor with Fasano in the backfield. Stewart goes out of the game. 3-3-5 against the 3 wide. It's imperative that the Rampage get in the end zone as quickly as possible, and they have to recover that onside kick. They have a chance. It's a slim one, but they have a chance. Slant to Julius Thomas. Great call. He's the only one not being doubled. And it's +12 touchdown. Tyrod Taylor comes through, and that cuts the lead to 31-23. Extra point pending. Nick Novak lines it up. The kick is up. The kick is good. So it all comes down to this, folks. Can the Rampage recover the onside kick? And the answer is no. The Steamer take over. 1:15 to go. Only 1 timeout left for the Rampage. They'll only be able to call timeout once. So this, unless there's a fumble here, off tackle left to Gio Bernard, picks up 7. 2nd and 3, no fumble. This is going to be it, folks. So we had 2 upsets tonight. Earlier today, we saw the Houston Texans take out the #1 seed in the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys, in the Battle of Texas, and now in the river battle between the Steamer and the Grand Rapids Rampage. Both those things are kind of on water, so I dubbed it the river battle. It looks like the Steamer are going to take out the Rampage. No yard gain there for Miller, a knee for Brandon Whedon, and that is the game. So well done to both these upset-minded coaches. We have the exchanging of pleasantries now between Rick and Dave. They've been playing each other for quite a while. And like I said, we had to continue this after a few hours delay because Dave didn't realize that I was able to generate a clean save file, which allowed them to continue. But we'll skip the technical difficulties. Let's just say that this was a great game. The key turning points, obviously, the pick 6 is tough to win when the opponent gets a pick 6. And then we had the long gain, which would have been a touchdown on Lucky Whitehead's card. Just to make that clear, that would have been a touchdown on Lucky Whitehead's card or a long gain. But the squib kick returned for 60-something yards, took it down to the 13-yard line, which was quickly turned into points. So that he had 14 points off turnovers for the Steamer. And that's what you need when you go in and play a team that is excellent on defense with 5s and 6s all over the place. You need that kind of luck. And you need good coaching. It was a well-coached game on both sides. I thought each coach made some really, really good calls. But as Mark likes to say, the dice reign supreme, and the dice in this one shine brightly on the Steamer. So well done. Good job to Rick as he advances, and he'll face Nathan in the next round of the playoffs. So that's going to be it, folks. Let me pull up the box score here. Actually, I don't have the box score here. This was on the other computer that I recorded it. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching, and good luck to both coaches in the next round. And that's it for me, signing off. The next game is going to be my game on Thursday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific Time. Seahawks against the Tiger Cats. See ya.